Alright, I just got out of the Black Widow movie just under an hour ago. Opening night. Well, no, opening day here, I'm pretty sure, in the UK, so that was fun. I'm just gonna share my thoughts on the movie in this little review here for you. In case anything, connected to the Loki show, I don't think it has. They're entirely different things from what I've seen. I've only seen the first episode of the Loki show. I'm just gonna watch it all when it's finished. Just because I was never excited for it. The first episode didn't really make me excited, so I'm just leaving it until it's all over. Just because, to me, it doesn't look that good. Black Widow was something I wasn't really too excited for either, but, my hype for it had really declined since with all the delays, but it's finally here. It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. There was some stuff. This is spoilers, by the way. Spoilers all the way. So if you haven't seen it, leave. Maybe go watch the movie and then come back if you would like to. So yeah. The film did a lot right, and these new characters were great. A lot of moments had the entire theater laughing out loud. I'm pretty sure it was one of the only times I've actually seen or heard laughing that much laughter in a cinema, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I did feel that sometimes the jokes, which were all pretty much always landed, sometimes they did cut into the emotional moments a wee bit, which was annoying to say the least, but I can see past that. Yeah, it was wonderful. At the end of the movie, it was really cool to hear the classic Avengers theme again, even if it was just for a little second. It was cool to hear. Now, Taskmaster is one of my favorite Marvel Comics villains. He always has been, or I guess in this version she always has been. But I felt like they should have stuck closer to the comics in just how they did that character. Because thing is, it's not even the fact that it's a woman instead of a man. I'm fine with that. It's just that the origins are pretty different. The way they got their because it's both, I guess, in the comic and the movie, got their powers. It's all different. And the costume as well it doesn't even resemble the one from the comics. It feels like they took the comic book character, they just took the name and slapped it onto a new character, since outside of the games, Taskmaster is an obscure character. You can't deny that. Cartoons, the little kids would probably know him. And people who play the games, the Avengers game and the Spider-Man game, they'll know him. But outside of that, this is his first time in a movie, and I feel like it would have been better to do something closer to the comics, really. That's just my opinion, though. The start of the movie was very slow. It started with I'm pretty sure it was 10-15 minute scene of it was almost like a heist movie almost, of Natasha and Julian as kids, and then the friggin' Hopper from Stranger Things and his wife. I don't were they even married? Some flying away from the government, going to, I'm pretty sure it was Cuba, and then the kids being taken away, the reveal that it was Natasha, that whole thing. It dragged on a bit, and the first act of the movie was really slow, and some scenes, that one in particular and a few other ones, they just could have been way shorter, way more compact, and it would have been way, way better. So yeah, it was quite a mid movie for me, all things in total. But I think my main issue with the movie is that sometimes it's funny. I felt like it was trying to be like Thor Ragnarok and Guardians of the Galaxy. It was trying to kind of replicate the comedy side, but sometimes it did have what I like to call the Thor Ragnarok problem, or sometimes I just call it the Ragnarok problem, which I just kind of have this in my head. I've never actually talked about it before, but where you get a joke in a movie, which is a genuinely good joke, but it just ruins an emotional moment, and this movie suffered from that quite a bit. But it wasn't the only time I've been in a movie. I'm pretty sure this also happened in Endgame, where like there was and Far From Home, where there was like genuine like everybody laughed at some of the jokes, specifically Yelena, Florence Pugh's character, and David Harbour's character, Red Guardian. They got the most laughs out of people. And the post-credit scene, I was kind of confused at the start. I was sad at the start, but then whenever Val from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show came in, you could tell that a lot of the people in the audience, even as it's opening day and stuff, they hadn't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I was just sitting there meeting. There was like a few other guys in the cinema. They weren't with me, but they were like there. Everyone was like, "Oh God," because Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and like there was people like, "Whoa, who's it? And then whenever obviously the photo of Hawkeye is the next target responsible for Natasha's death, which is absolute bullshit. I was like, and they just cut to black. I was like, what? So I think that's going to be the plot of the Hawkeye show, along with him passing the mantle to Kate Bishop and most likely dying, honestly. Let's be real here. I don't want it to happen, but, it probably will. Yeah. I don't think we'll get a sequel to this. I like the prequel aspect, but I think a sequel to a prequel, which is also a prequel, I don't know. I just don't think there's room for Black Widow 2 in the big MCU slate. I think they should be moving on from Black Widow, honestly. But yeah, overall, this was a fun watch. Also, by the way, really predictable at times. Yeah, this was quite predictable. I've noticed that movies, I watched the new Chris Pratt movie, Tomorrow War. I just didn't feel like reviewing it. It was like painfully predictable. That movie wasn't great overall, but goddamn it was it predictable. Same with this one. So yeah, overall, it was a fun watch, but it's nothing spectacular. I'm going to go with a 71% on this movie. If you like the MCU, you will like this movie. But yeah, thank you for watching this short review of, well, probably not that short, I don't know how long this was. But thank you for watching this review of the Black Widow movie. Sometimes YouTube randomly turns off the comments, but I can just turn them back on. So in the comments, tell me what you thought of this movie, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.